Good morning, my dear students. This is Sunny Kumar Gupta from a Student Guideline YouTube channel, and today we have discussed about our chapter of fraction. And today we have discussed about three type of fraction. It means that time we have read about that fraction, three type of fractions left. So, my dear students, let us start our class. Come on the board. So okay, my dear students, let us start our class. Our first topic is decimal fraction. My dear students, you also know what is decimal. Decimals means just like here, that's points to be say decimal. Okay, so how to represent and what is decimal fraction? You also know decimal, but what is decimal fraction? It means a fraction whose denominator is any of the number is 10, 100, 1000, etc. Is that called decimal fraction? You also know if which fraction numerator and denominator available. Okay. So my dear students, that fraction says if any fractions 10, 100 and 1000 etc. It means which fractions denominator is 10, 100, 1000, 10,000. It means adding with 0. That's called decimal fraction. So why you call the decimal fraction? Because when you divide with that number, after that you get in answer in points. It means decimal. Just like you also divide with 3 by 10. That's your example. 3 by 10. When you divide it just like 10 by 3. Okay, so that's not cut it. So you divide after that you get in point answer. In point. So that's your answer 0 by 3. So that's a decimal fraction. Is that clear? It means 0.04. That's your decimal answer. So that's called decimal fraction. Repeat again. It means which fractions denominator are 10, 100, 1000, 10,000 and etc. That fractions called decimal fraction. Okay. So next topic, vulgar fraction. So what is vulgar fraction? Just opposite of the decimal fraction is called vulgar fraction. But how to write? If in your exam come, write the definition of vulgar fraction. So write on the board. You also write in your copy. It means a fraction whose denominator is a whole number. It means a fraction is its denominator of a whole number and other than 10, 100, 1000, etc. It means in decimal fraction denominator is 10, 100, 1000 and etc. Okay, but in the vulgar fraction denominator is other than. It means other than, not including 10, 100, 1000 and etc. Okay, it means that's your denominator. If your denominator is 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, that's a that's a decimal fraction. If different other than, that's not available in decimal denominator, that number is vulgar fraction. Example for 2 by 9. Here 10, 100, 1000 is not available, so that's vulgar fraction. 6 by 7. 6 by 7, it means denominator is 7 and the vulgar fraction says other than 10, 100, 1000 etc. So that's a vulgar fraction. Here also 13 by 20 and that's a 0 available, but here 2 available. So that's not come in vulgar decimal fraction. Is that clear? So that's what? That's vulgar fraction. Okay. So next topic, irreducible fraction. So what is irreducible fraction? A fraction a by b. A fraction a by b is said to be. It means which fraction? You also know if numbers come by p by q or A by B, that's the fraction, irreducible, or in lowest term HCF of, it means which fractions lowest term of, yeah, HCF of A and B, HCF of A and B is 1, is 1. Is that clear? Is that called irreducible fraction? It means if fractions given, if any fractions given in question, okay, and that HCF, yeah, lowest term, irreducible, yeah, lowest term of HCF, it means A and B HCF is 1, equal to 1, that's called irreducible fraction. Okay, and another points here noted, if HCF of A and B is other than 1, if HCF here, if HCF is 1, so that's, if HCF is 1, that's irreducible, and if HCF is other than 1, if 1 is not a HCF, that A by B is said to be reducible. It means that's very easy. If AB HCF, HCF of AB is equal to 1, that's irreducible, and HCF of A by A and B is other than 1, that reducible. So firstly you write down in your copy, then I also write some example of reducible and irreducible, reducible and irreducible. Okay, so firstly write down in your copy. Okay, so I also write some example of reducible and irreducible fraction. After that you also know how to solve it, yeah, how to convert reducible to irreducible. Okay. Okay, so I also write on the board example. So question find, yeah, convert, find, yeah, find, yeah, convert into, convert into, okay, convert into 84 by 98, convert into 84 by 98 into irreducible, into irreducible. Okay, so that's your question. It means convert into irreducible. So that's your questions. And here says find the HCF. Firstly, you find HCF. So what is the HCF of 84 and 98? What is the HCF of 84 and 98? So firstly, you find the HCF of 84 and 98. 84 and 98. Okay. So 1, 84, here 4, and here 84, 6, 14, 6 are 84. It means that is that's HCF is 14. You write here HCF of 84 and 98 is equal to 14. HCF of 84 and 98, 84 and 98 is equal to 14. ठीक है? And then divide the then that's the HCF is equal to 14. Okay, so that's the denominator. The denominator is 98. So firstly you convert the here divide the denominator and numerator. Divide the denominator and numerator divide the denominator and numerator, divide the denominator and numerator of given HCF. Given HCF. Given HCF of what? 14. Is that clear? It means that's your question 84 by 98. Okay. So 84, 98 divide 14. 14. And you divide with 14 by 84. Divide with 14 by 84. So 14 6 are 84 and 14 divide with 9. What's your answer? That's the 7. 14 7s are 9. Okay. So that's your answer. It means if in your exam, in your exercise says convert in that fraction to that fraction after if, that's your answer other than 1. Other than 1, that's your reducible. And if HCF of A and B is equal to 1, so that is irreducible fraction. So that's converting irreducible fraction. It means other than 1, that's not come in that answer. So that's the reducible fraction. Is that clear? So today's our topic, it means 6th class and 7th class maths fraction chapter is finished. And my dear students, 6th class fraction chapter also complete before some days, but today's 7th class fraction chapter is also complete. So my dear student, firstly you take your maths book and start complete your FA. It means just like exercise and complete your notebook. If you not complete your fair copy, then you have more than problem, and you have another problem, how to complete the fair copy. Then you also consult with me, and that's you have also my number, so you also ask me what's your problem. So my dear students, stay home and save your life and continue your study. And next 6th class and 7th class, next video, next class and next day we have discussed about what's your subject and what's your topic is going on. Okay, so stay home and save your life and continue your study. Thank you.